A canyon so colorful, geologists thought the photographs were edited. A hillside where 10 million gods were turned to stone. Cliffs painted by iron that bled through the rock for 10 million years. A monolith twice as tall as Uluru that most of the world has never heard of. And a landscape with no color at all. China National Geographic called it a canyon flowing out of an abstract painting. They were not exaggerating. The Anjihai Grand Canyon runs for 30 kilometers through northwest China, 400 meters deep, carved over millions of years by glacial meltwater pouring down from the Tian Shan Mountains. Red sandstone, grey mudstone, iron and oxidized minerals bleeding color through the rock when it rains. At the bottom, the river does not flow in a single line. It splits into dozens of braided channels. From above, they look like veins running through the earth. 1,000 years ago, Silk Road caravans stopped here. Merchants and camels resting inside the same walls you are looking at now. In winter, snow covers the ridges. The colors fade. The stripes turn to black and white. A different canyon, the same silence. Most of the world has never heard of this place. Those who find it never forget it. Each stripe, a different age. Each layer, a different world. These banded hills sit beside Rio La Leona in Argentine Patagonia. Layers of mud, ash, and ancient seabed pressed into stone over tens of millions of years. Then the wind came, and rain, and cold. They cut the layers open like pages of a book. Almost no one comes here. No road signs, no crowds, just stripes, silence, and sky. What story do you think these hills are telling? These patterns took 200 million years to make. In 2 stages. First, rivers laid down sand across Tasmania during the Triassic period. The sand hardened into pale sandstone. Then the climate changed. Tasmania once had monsoon rains. Water leached iron from the dolerite peaks above and carried it down into the sandstone. Wet seasons, dry seasons. The iron came and went, staining the rock in bands. The sea carved the rest, revealing the painting underneath. 200 million years of patience, made visible. Twice as tall as Uluru. Few outside Nigeria have heard of it. Zuma rock rises 725 meters beside the Abuja highway. The Gwari people have worshipped it for centuries. A natural face stares out from one side, carved by rain, watching the road. Legend says it sits on a vast underground sea. If it ever falls, the water will drown everything around it. It appears on Nigeria's 100 Naira note. Would you drive past it at night? Cueva Ventana, the window cave. Hidden inside a limestone cliff in northern Puerto Rico. Carved by water over tens of millions of years. Walk through the dark, Then the rock opens. A perfect stone frame, 300 feet above the Rio Grande de Arecibo Valley. Nothing between you and the drop. Just air, rock, and a view older than memory. One frame carved by nature, revealing the raw scale of an entire island. Could you stand at that edge without stepping back? 365 islands. Born in a single moment of violence. Thousands of years ago, Mombacho volcano collapsed. A wall of rock and ash slid into Lake Nicaragua. When the dust settled, the lake had hundreds of new islands, one for every day of the year. Mombacho still stands in the background, the mountain that broke itself apart to make this place. Today, people kayak between the islets, past stone, water, and time. Where would you start?
Unakoti.
One less than 10 million. That is how many faces are carved into this hillside in northeast India. Legend says Shiva passed through here with 10 million gods. He told them to wake before sunrise. None of them did. So he turned them all to stone. The central face stands 30 feet tall, carved between the 7th and 9th centuries. Nobody knows who made them. Nobody knows why. A hillside of frozen gods, still waiting for a sunrise that never comes. Why is this river so clear? The answer is underground. Limestone beneath Bonito filters every drop before it reaches the surface. Impurities sink. The water comes out invisible. You can see 30 feet down without a mask. Hold your hand above the water. The fish come to you. Piraputanga with orange tails. Pacu the size of dinner plates. Bonito limits how many visitors enter each day. No sunscreen, no food, no noise. One of the clearest rivers on Earth, protected by the people who live beside it.
The lava here is black.
Not red, black. Only one volcano in the world erupts this lava. Cooler than any other, thinner than water. When it cools, it turns white, building the strange grey cones inside the crater. The Maasai call it the Mountain of God. Active, sacred, unlike anything else on Earth. At its base, flamingos gather on a lake too caustic for almost any other life. One mountain, two impossibilities.
You probably think Angel Falls
Is the tallest waterfall on Earth. You might be wrong. Tugela Falls drops nearly a kilometer down the Drakensberg cliffs of South Africa, in 5 separate tiers. The longest single drop alone is over 400 meters. For decades, Angel Falls held the world record, 979 meters, measured in 1949 from over a kilometer away. In 2016, a Czech team climbed Tugela and measured it again. Their number came back at 983 meters, 4 meters taller than Angel. The debate is still open. Both measurements have flaws. Both records are contested. Its Zulu name means sudden, and it lives up to it. In the dry season, the falls vanish completely. Then the rains return and a kilometer of water reappears from the cliff. Tallest on Earth, or second? Most caves are carved from above. Rain seeps down, limestone dissolves, slowly. Carlsbad was carved from below. Millions of years ago, sulfuric acid rose from oil deposits deep underground. It ate through 265 million-year-old limestone that was once a reef at the bottom of an ancient sea. The acid hollowed out chambers so large they have their own weather. The big room alone covers 8 acres. Its ceiling arches 78 meters above the floor. You could fit a 25-story building inside and still have room. In 1898, a 16-year-old named Jim White saw what he thought was smoke rising from the desert. It was not smoke. It was hundreds of thousands of bats pouring out of a hole in the ground. He climbed down with a homemade wire ladder and found this. The decorations you see took 800,000 years to form. Drop by drop, molecule by molecule. Darkness built this, and it is still building. At night, blue flames rise from the crater floor. Electric blue, unlike any fire on Earth. Sulfuric gas escapes from deep inside the volcano. The moment it meets oxygen, it ignites. Tourists hike up in the dark to photograph it. But in the same darkness, men are working. The sulfur miners of KwaZulu-Natal descend into the crater before dawn, often breathing through nothing but a wet rag, baskets and bare hands. They break the cooled sulfur from the rock, pack it into baskets, 70 to 90 kilograms each. Then they carry it, 300 meters up a slope steeper than a staircase, then 3 kilometers down the mountain, for $8 to $10 a day. Above them sits the world's largest acidic crater lake, turquoise and beautiful, with a pH close to battery acid. The water can burn through skin in seconds. The lake is stunning from the air. From inside the crater, it is something else entirely. The toxic fumes and crushing weight age these men decades faster than the rest of the world. The blue flames you see in the photographs, they are the same gases these men breathe every night. Beauty and cost. Standing in the same crater, a mountain once stood here, 12,000 feet tall. 7,700 years ago, it erupted and collapsed into itself. No rivers flow in, no rivers flow out. Every drop of water you see fell from the sky. At its deepest, nearly 600 meters. Stack the Statue of Liberty on the Eiffel Tower on the Washington Monument. The water still covers the torch. The blue is not a filter. The depth and purity create it. Near the western shore sits Wizard Island, a new volcanic cone built after the collapse. The mountain destroyed itself, then started rebuilding from inside. But the strangest thing here is not the island. A hemlock log has been floating upright in this water for over 120 years. 30 feet tall, standing vertical, moving on its own. Scientists tied it to the shore. A storm appeared out of a clear August sky. They untied it. The storm stopped. The Klamath people call this lake Jiwas, sacred ground. After 120 years, nobody argues. You've seen this village 1,000 times, but never what lies beneath. Hongshan sits above the world's oldest salt mine, 7,000 years old. An entire era of European prehistory is named after this village. The Hongshan culture. Below the church on the hill, a chapel holds 600 painted skulls, each one named, each one decorated by hand. Flowers, dates, family crests. The cemetery was too small for the dead, so every 10 years they made room. But step outside, and the lake changes everything. On a still morning, the water holds the entire village upside down. The church, the rooftops, the mountains behind them. Every detail doubled. The reflection is so clean, it is hard to tell which village is real. 7,000 years of history, floating on glass. 600 meters above the water. 400 meters below it. 1 full kilometer of vertical stone. 10,000 years ago, ice cracked this plateau free from the mountain. 3 sides broke away. 1 side held. A crack still runs across the top. It has been monitored since the 1990s. Geologists say it is not widening, not yet. Legend says the rock will fall when 7 sisters marry 7 brothers from the fjord. The fall would send a wall of water through the valley below. No fences, no barriers. 25 meters by 25 meters of flat stone and nothing else. People sit with their legs hanging over the edge. 600 meters of air beneath their feet. In winter, the plateau disappears under snow. The edge becomes invisible. 1 wrong step, and there is no second chance. Would you look down?
If you are still here,
Thank you. Seriously. Most people click away in the first 30 seconds. You stayed for all 15. That tells me something. You are not just watching, you are looking. And that is exactly what this channel is about. Finding the places the algorithms skip over. The ones that take work to find. The ones that reward you for looking deeper. There are more coming. Places that have never appeared in a travel video before. We are already working on them. But here is what keeps this channel alive. Not likes, not numbers. The person who watches one of these videos and sends the link to a friend. That is everything. One last question before you go. Out of these 15 places, which one changed the way you see this planet? Not which one you want to visit. Which one changed something in you? And if you know a place the rest of the world has never heard of, a place that deserves to be in one of these videos, tell us. Drop it in the comments. The best discoveries do not come from research. They come from people like you. See you in the next one.